Okay, so I'm leaving my last patient for the day, and thank you to cars that beep and alert you when there are things behind you. Um, this last one is really special to me. I've had her for a long time, and she is a COPDer, smoked all her life. And her biggest complaint has been breathing, which I have a soft spot for because I have asthma. So seeing somebody in respiratory distress is really hard for me. So, comfort meds usually for any kind of respiratory distress are, of course, steroids work really well, breathing machines, oxygen, obviously. And then when things get really bad, it's usually morphine and Ativan for the agitation. She has not taken any morphine up until this past week. And she's been struggling with this disease for years. We've tried lots of things. We've tried massage therapy, which is, we have a holistic approach. So we don't just throw medication at symptoms. We've tried music therapy, massage therapy. We have a volunteer that comes in to talk to her and spend time with her to keep her um, with things to do because she's bedbound, so that she's not just sitting there ruminating on the fact that she can't breathe. But she's now to the point that she's just bedbound and doesn't really want to talk. She doesn't have the air capacity to have a conversation. So it's pretty much now down to just morphine and oxygen and the anti-anxiety drugs. And yesterday I saw her. She was very chatty and had missed me. I've been off for several weeks. I had a surgery and was telling me how much she missed me, wanted to know all about what had been going on. Um, Today, nothing. Just not talking at all, which is just really sad. But that's part of it. You got to learn to let them go. And that's the hardest part of hospice because a lot of times, unfortunately, we get those patients at the end of life that come in too late and we can't do anything for them. Miss A, which is what I'll call her, we had gotten her early, so there was a chance to actually try to help her have some quality of life and in the process get close to her. So it's hard to see her go from being so feisty and sharing stories to just laying there. That shell letting go. But she's comfortable, which is what I'm most worried about. I don't want her laying there and suffering. And that is a comfort. So I am pleased that we did get her comfortable today. Because yesterday she was a little anxious. That's one of the reasons she was so chatty. She was a little anxious. So that makes me feel good about that. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama. It's 93, sun is shining. So it's been a good day to be out on the roads. I don't mind it so much on days like this. There are days that I do mind it, but today I haven't minded it that much. So um, I think that's pretty much it. My plan for this channel is to try to educate and share about what hospice is because I know there are some really negative feelings about hospice, but also just to let you know what it's like to be a caregiver um, on this side of the bed, to be the one there making those decisions and trying to make people comfortable, and also how to be prepared yourself to make sure that your wishes are carried out by your family at the end of life and what you can do at this point to make sure that your wishes are carried out. So, and just on a side note, I have got the Farrah Fawcett thing going on today. Do I not? I mean, whoop. Look at that wing. Had no intentions of having Farrah Fawcett hair today, but that's just where it went. And yeah, there are days that I get up, throw my hair up in a ponytail, and put some lipstick on and go out the door, but that's very rare because I feel like these patients, they don't feel like putting on makeup or getting dressed or doing those things anymore. They sure don't want to see somebody come in and half-ass it when they're coming to see them. So I will at least make an attempt to look decent when I go in to see, especially my ladies, like me say. Um, she'll get on to me if she sees me. She'll be like, "What is wrong with you? What's going on? You look like shit." She's told me that before. So I make an attempt. I make an attempt to be there and be their friend. I get close to them, and yeah, I'll have a hard time when she's gone, but I'll also know I've done my best to make sure that she has a good life while she's on this side of eternity. So I hope that if you're watching this, you will ask me questions. My passion in life, besides the Lord Jesus and my family, is hospice. I love it. I love talking about it. I love answering questions about it. I love debating about it. So if you're watching this, I hope you will subscribe. There's a subscribe button right down there. And leave me questions, leave me comments. I want to get a forum started on any kind of end of life issues, whether it's advanced directives or care planning for end of life. I want to get that started. So I hope to hear from y'all. I hope I get some subscribers. I hope that we can have a party on this page. And, life and death are just a cycle, and death is part of it. It is not something to be ignored and be feared. It is part of it, and it needs to be talked about more. So I hope that you'll join us and we can get this party started. Bye. I hope y'all have a good day.